Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another episode of Master Phil in your corner with your host, Master Phil.
Hey folks, how's everyone doing today? Great to be here. This is Master Phil with Master Phil in your corner with my partner in crime, Dougie Fresh Friedman, at the Undefeated Media Studios in lovely Wyckoff, New Jersey. I just decided to add that we're here in Wyckoff, New Jersey.
They know where to find us.
Yeah, they know where to find us. Though I did put it up on our on the Facebook page that's dedicated to this podcast.
Yes.
Brand new out there.
That's a good point. And to remind everybody, we are live on Facebook, YouTube. There's 4 Facebook pages. We have the Master Phil in your corner page. We have Master Phil Industries. So you can find us multiple places. And if you add a question or comment in the comment section, we can bring it on live and we can answer it live today.
Absolutely. And we're going to make this a weekly feature.
Absolutely.
Around this 12 noon time on Thursdays.
Seems
to be working pretty well for us. But then, we do have a guest today, but we're going to do we're going to, give our sponsors a little plug here, right?
Absolutely.
Number one sponsor, of course, is philross.com. We have one-on-one and virtual training through the Kettlebell Workout Library. That's available virtually. Over 100 kettlebell and body weight-based workouts. Survival strong, defensive tactics, strategies, combinations, and responsive techniques. And that's also what the Survival Strong book is based on. Right?
Nice.
Survival Strong book, which we're going to be delving into this a little bit today with our guest. We have American Eagle Live. There are over 200 training videos there. Kettlebells, body weight, martial arts, defensive tactics, knife and stick work, and also technique education. And the new price is $9.99 per month for access to all of this online training. I mean, there's 400 or 500 videos. So there's a lot
more than that
going on. It's a ton. There's a ton of things to choose from. And the cool thing is on the American Eagle Live, what I do is every week I post 3 workouts for the whole week to do. And the video representation is either in the Kettlebell Workout Library, on the Facebook, on the American Eagle site, but we have all of these workouts listed. Now, there's another thing we're coming out with that's should be ready to go now, right?
Yes, so we are doing a whole overhaul on the website, new products, new stuff, but the secrets of kettlebell workouts, the secrets of
kettlebell training.
The secrets of kettlebell training will be live momentarily, but here's the deal. For the next 3 days, Phil doesn't like this deal, but for the next 3 days, if you email Phil or go to philross.com and direct message us, you get 50% off the secrets of program.
Okay, just let me tell you about the secrets of.
Absolutely.
You learn the basic 8 kettlebell movements: swing, deadlift, clean, snatch, press, get up, squat, row. There's over 100 movements demonstrated, with these different variations. And this is the hard style method of kettlebell training. So it's a one-time fee. Normally, it's only $69 for all 3 of these modules. I mean, that's just about every kettlebell move you're ever going to need. And we're doing half off
for the next 3 days while we're doing the overhaul. So it's not up on the website yet, but if you want to pre-order it and find Phil the next 3 days. So if you're watching this live or you see this tomorrow, you only have 3 days left to get the 50% off.
All right. And then, of course, the Bodybuild Method is the world's only kettlebell, bodyweight, and dynamic tension certification based on a minimalist approach to strength, health, and fitness. The system is recognized by both ACE and NASM for continuing education credits and is listed on their respective sites. The certifications are available in person and online, and we had to postpone the one we were doing right in New York because, everyone got all squirrely with the COVID. So we're going to be doing it on March 27th. It's going to be live in person.
Nice.
Okay. And last but not least, the Master Phil in Your Corner podcast. If you happen to miss our episodes, you can see them live on the recording on YouTube. And we're also going to be putting things up on Rumble as well. And then they're also listed on the masterphilinyourcorner.com brand new website.
Nice.
Everything's listed there. Still working on the site, trying to make it look a little sexy.
Nice.
But let me tell you something about our our guest today. This is actually kind of first time speaking, that we're speaking to each other, but we know each other from LinkedIn. I'll tell you, there's some things, people complain about social media and things like that, but I'll tell you, some of these venues are pretty good. And I found LinkedIn to be the best one. And LinkedIn, feel free to sponsor us, because I also like their daily rundown on what's going on in the news. I subscribe to it. They're pretty good. Pretty good. I'll talk about sponsors. If you want to sponsor our podcast, definitely get in touch with us. I happen to be wearing a Warrior 12 shirt. It's pretty cool. So, if you guys at Warrior 12 want to sponsor our podcast here, we'll mention you every week, and it'll be there forever on the World Wide Web. All right. So let me tell you about our guest here. She has a bachelor's degree from Michigan State University in recreational therapy. She worked over 20 years in the field of physical rehabilitation, 5 years in education, and is approaching 6 years as an entrepreneur partner with Fit Team Global. It's a health and performance lifestyle company. So, their goal is to empower people with the tools to live their strongest life. It's kind of like our tagline for my Bodybuild Method: live better, longer. And, we're going to post all of her different ways to reach her on her Facebook, her LinkedIn, her IG, and so forth. But without further ado, let us give a warm Master Phil welcome for Paula Bird.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing there, Paula?
I'm doing
Good,
awesome.
good.
Thanks.
That's great. So wait, from the email previously, you have a couple of high schoolers there hanging out. Are they off from school for some reason, or what's going on?
Yeah, well, I have a daughter at Michigan State University, and they are learning remote right now. And another daughter who just took finals, so she's home also. Yes,
that's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I don't know if but I'm a college professor, and we were in person as of Tuesday. I'll tell you, it's so great having my students in the classes, because we've been remote for essentially 2 years, and being able to see my students face to face, have that interaction with them, is amazing. And I just can't wait till we can get rid of these little face diapers and really get to seeing each other. But have to abide by the rules now. But you know what? I'm liking the fact that we're in person. It's awesome.
We'll be back at the end of the month, so that's good.
So you know what, Paul? We were talking about empowerment. And one of the things that faces women is being attacked. It's defensive tactics. What are you going to do? So I'm just going to read a couple of scenarios here for you, and then we're going to get your reaction to them. So let me just read this. I'll read I think there's 3 that are really applicable. It's dark. You're alone walking down a deserted street in a strange city. You hear footsteps behind you. They're quickening. You pick up your pace, and the footsteps become faster and louder. You look over your shoulder, and you are awakened from your slumber to the sound of your windows being jostled. A faint crash as the window pane gets broken and the glass smashes to the floor. Then you hear the window hinges creak open and a pair of feet land. The intruder makes his way across the room. You hear the door to your bedroom open, and the elevator door is about to close. An arm reaches in and props the door open, enabling 6 rowdy youths to enter. They look at you, laughing, and the comments begin as the circle closes around you. And one more. You're at the mall. You have forgotten where you parked your car. Your arms are laden with packages. You search in the darkness for your vehicle. Suddenly, you hear a voice break the silence. Are you lost? You turn around, and so let me get your gut reaction to some of these potential scenarios, which happen virtually every day.
Yes. And I think about them often because I have girls up in Michigan State, it's dark. There's a river behind my daughter's dorm. It's not lit very well. It's like, oh, you don't go there, make sure your cell phone is, fully charged, make sure you're walking with someone. But yes, you always have to be on guard, paying attention to your surroundings. I look people in the eye. I let them know, I know you're there, don't mess with me.
But, one of the things that we do practice in our Survival Strong seminars is the fact that you want to use it's called a 1,000-yard stare. So you're seeing everyone. I don't really look them directly in the eye, but they know that I know that they're there and where they are. So sometimes when you go and try to look someone in the eye, maybe like they may take it as a potential confrontation or may take it as aggression or something, and you never know what's going to trigger people. I mean, if you think about it, what percentage of people do you think, are little bots, as we say in Italian, a little crazy? What percentage do you think?
Oh, I don't even know. But I was walking in Chicago and the same thing, tight sidewalks, lots of people.
Yeah.
I had a guy just go off and he was mentally ill, and he just the sucker punch me, and I'm like, dang, yeah. Didn't look him in the eye, but I got it.
Yeah, it's something. Again, I have 2 daughters and a wife. I also have a son. He's a pretty big kid. But it's very important that I pass these lessons on to them, and that they're able to take care of themselves. And there are many, many situations that I've had where the people that I've trained have actually successfully defended themselves, especially women. But now with your empowerment programs, do you address the self-defense at all, or how are you doing it? How are you addressing the safety with empowerment and things along those lines?
Well, no, I have not taken a self-defense class, anything like that, but just to be mentally and physically strong, that no one is going to mess with you. You own your body, you own your surrounding, but yes, to be sure that you're always aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
there.
Yeah, that's an important point to bring up, awareness, because I have a thing in our book and in our course, it's called the 3 A's. You want to be aware, avoid, and action. So, you're aware of your surroundings. Like I see, it's funny because you're doing something that I see when you're talking. You're moving your head side to side. I always tell my kids, my students, everything, keep your head on a swivel. Even my youngest, when she was, she was like 6 years old, I say, I keep my head on a swivel, Daddy. I'm like, okay. So, but always keep your head on a swivel, scan the area. You want to know what's around. You want to know, and the things that you're looking for. What are some of the things that you tell them to look for? Because I tell them to look for exits, entrances, check the people, see who is a potential issue. Someone may pose a problem. Look for unconventional weapons too, and look for potential allies. So there's a whole bunch of things that you can do. And the thing is, as you said before, you brought something up. When you are alert, when you are paying attention, they're not going to get the drop on you generally. But if you're sitting there, with texting constantly or with your headphones on, bopping down the street, okay, you're kind of a target.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And it's kind of like what you're taught, because my kids are, in the school. I taught in this school, and we've had a lot of activity lately with school shooters that we are doing active shooter training. And that's exactly what you learn, where are the exits. Is this person supposed to be in the building? Do they look, suspicious? What do they have? A backpack or something that doesn't belong? And
So
the first thing to do is to look to leave or to.
Hey, let me ask you something. Now you were in recreational therapy for over 20 years. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So in recreational therapy, I worked in physical rehab. Actually, I worked in every avenue that you can think of with recreational therapy. So I've worked in mental health. I've worked with the mentally ill and developmentally disabled. I worked in Detroit and actually drove and picked up patients for a partial hospital. Most of my work was in physical rehab on a physical rehab floor, working with PTs and OTs, speech. A lot of people who had hip and knee replacements, strokes, head injuries.
So that's a lot of great experience that you can take forward into your current position with Fit Team.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
I love it. You know, the therapy part of being strong, rehabbing, and the recreational, the fitness part. You know, you use people's hobbies, what they're used to doing, that muscle memory of the activities that they like to help rehab them.
now, have you found that sometimes people that when they had maybe some type of skill prior, yet they haven't done it in a long time, and that maybe their mind thinks they can do it, but their body really can't yet. How do you best go about making those connections and bringing that muscle memory back out and getting their body to catch up to what their mind thinks they can do? I mean, do you have any special success stories about that, or any special tactics that you use?
Well, with anything with sports or learning something new, if someone's had an injury, you got to start where you're at. You got to take baby steps. You know, the movements are going to be slower. It's like, running a marathon or a half marathon. You can't expect to just go out and do it. You have to start slow and build up.
Yep.
Just
Starts with the first step.
keeping their confidence high, cheering them on, letting them know that they're capable of doing it. It will take time.
Mm-hmm. It's something I always explain to them. I say, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And the same thing. Do you have a lot of weight loss? Do you have a lot of weight loss clients that come to you?
Yes.
People that need to lose
We've
like 50?
We've had the whole spectrum up to 100, over 100 pounds. And that's it. It's not a quick diet. It's not a quick weight loss. It's about the lifestyle, healthy eating, making the small changes. So the weight's not going to come back on. And you need to do it slow and steady.
Yeah, the thing is, I also tell these clients, I said, listen, you didn't put this weight on overnight. You're not going to lose it overnight. One thing that really bothers me is a lot of these hucksters out there who put forth these crazy weight loss plans and so forth. They actually wind up hurting people and potentially killing them. I wrote a paper. My capstone for my master's was on rapid weight loss, and the detriments of it, and of course solutions, because we have to have solutions to that. So what are some of the things that you recommend for these clients? Do you employ anything like SMART goals, where you do just a small reduction, calorie deficit? What are some of the things that you guys do?
Right. Well, you take everyone individually. You have an individual plan for each one. And yes, they need to have a goal. It's going to be short-term goal. What do they want to accomplish in, 1 month, 2 months, and work on out. But then what are you going to do today? And write that goal down. And no matter how small it is, to be able to check it off and know that you accomplished it, you can see that progress. It's important to write it down. It's important to speak it, share it, and get it done,
Yeah. Well, that also helps with the accountability, because if someone is if they write it down, they speak about it, they talk about it, well, then it kind of puts a little fire under their behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then and it is very empowering, like you said, when someone sets a goal and they achieve it. And that's one of the things I like about you're putting forth the small goals first. You have to have your little goals and then build to the larger goal, the end game. That's very important.
So many people, like even now with the new year and New Year's resolutions, and I'm going to do something, or even our company, we're doing a 30-day fitness challenge, but okay, what are you doing at the end of that 30 days? Like you need to set another 30 days. And like I'm looking to build more muscle and get leaner. Like that's not going to stop in 30 days. I have to continue to weight lift and, work on it. So yeah,
what's your plan? Yeah. So what's the plan for yourself? What are you doing? What type of workouts are you taking on right now?
Well, right now I'm a runner, so I like to run, and my daughter's home from school, so we're hitting the circuit together.
Nice.
Did yoga today. I'm mixing it up, but I would like to get into boxing and more weightlifting.
So
working with the dumbbells, and I like. Okay, I don't know. Can I say this? My theme for the year is badass. Like I want to be badass. I want to be stronger than heck. So I want to build more muscle and be the strongest I can be.
So now you're boxing. How you approaching this? Are you do you have a trainer? Are you looking for a trainer for that, or are you gonna do something online?
There's a local gym. It's called Untitled Boxing, and
yeah. Oh, definitely. Did you start there yet? Did you start doing boxing?
I haven't. I'm ready.
You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna love it. Can you skip rope?
Yes, I love to jump rope. Yep.
Okay, great, excellent. That you're gonna have fun with boxing. And boxing, I'll tell you, once you learn to throw some hands, really nice move, stick and move. Oh man, you're just gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I post a lot of videos on boxing training, and so forth. So yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be cool.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and good. So now, tell us a little bit about Fit Team Global.
It's an amazing company. They've been around for about 7 years. And I started with them about 5 years ago. Originally, I'm 55. So, when women hit that stage, it was really 40. Things don't, budge like they used to, even though I worked out and I ran. The company has organic health supplements, and they're amazing. The premium ingredients that are in them. So I take them. We have a product called Fit.
Yeah,
I'm drinking it right now. So Fit is all organic. It's got tea in it, turmeric, all the ingredients, work in synergy together to give you the best results. So, I hate to admit it, but back in the day, I drank Diet Coke, Ooh, I know.
And, that's called the drink is called Fit.
Fit.
What type of tea is that? Is it a green tea or
green tea, white tea? Yep, all organic, regular caffeine. It has turmeric, ashwagandha, all this stuff for mood and focus and metabolism.
Well, talk about turmeric a little bit for our audience. Because turmeric, I take it every day. So talk about that supplement and how important that is.
Yes, it's very important, and I love it that we just added it to our. Oh, thanks for bringing that up to our Fit. It helps with brain health. It helps with heart health, gut, joints, and inflammation.
Yeah, huge for the inflammation, and that's one of the things. Oh, and that's one of the things that people don't realize, that inflammation is this big killer. I mean, it really affects every aspect of your body and your health.
Yeah, it makes it hard for working out and.
Yep. So now is it are there programs involved in this, or is it mostly products, or?
We have both. So we have the products, the Fit. They all come in like individual packets, which is awesome. You can throw them in your gym bag, throw them in your car, your purse. So the Fit is amazing for focus, energy. So many people drink coffee by the pot or these energy drinks that are awful for you.
The energy drinks, in my estimation, should be banned.
Yes.
They're terrible, and they bill them as as sports drinks. They're not sports drinks. They're laden with sugar and caffeine and a whole bunch of garbage. They're terrible for you. And I've done my research on these items, and they should. I don't like them at all.
No.
Did you want to chime
Yeah,
in?
yeah. Real quick, I got a question for you guys. So, you going back to the turmeric,
Yeah.
right? So, Indian communities
Yeah.
are heavy in their foods are heavy
Yes.
in turmeric, right?
Mhm.
They also they're trying to, they think there's a correlation between that and Alzheimer's. Those same communities have the lowest rate of like Alzheimer's and brain
Alzheimer's, yeah.
brain functions and stuff. So, do you think there's a correlation between turmeric and I
Well,
know it's tough to say because
yeah,
like it's not, you can't say yes it is, but
right.
like, is it good to implement into your diet?
Well, here, if you have a supplement that
Mhm.
reduces inflammation, that's only going to help you. And because the reduction of inflammation is so important to circulation, to function of your joints,
Mhm.
to function of your smooth muscles as well. So your smooth muscles are the ones for your intestines. It's just it's critical. Paul, you have anything to add to that? Because this is your area here.
Yes, well, definitely. And what I like about our products is that, especially the fit that we have, like ashwagandha is another huge one, especially in the Indian community. It's like a, golden medicinal herb. Then
Yeah, talk a
our
little bit about
product
that.
is
I'm not very
everything.
familiar with. Yeah,
What's
I'm not very familiar with that one. What
It's
is
really
that?
good for depression, for mood. It does a plethora of benefits. So to have that in there with the turmeric, like people don't have to take multiple supplements. It's all in the one.
So is there a certain product that has all these in one drink? Is there a certain one that, because I see there's a bunch of products, is there one that you would suggest that has the turmeric, that has the other ingredients all in one drink?
That's our fit.
Oh, that's the fit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the fit.
Wow.
Gotcha. So the Fit Team All-In Kit would be the one to go with.
Yeah, so we have fit, which is great for that, all-in kit. You got it. Fit is for the mood, the metabolism, that does it all. Then we have hydrate. I have a packet right here. And you're talking about people using energy drinks as
Right.
sports drinks. Even some of those sports drinks out there, they're loaded with sugars and additives and colorants. So that's why, we take pride in our products, is that they're all clean, all organic, all natural. And then we have go ahead.
Yeah. Now, how does someone get their hands on this? They contact you? Do they
Contact
go?
me. Yep. Fit with Paula on Facebook.
Mhm. Okay.
fitteam.com/Paula Bird. Yeah,
Right.
contact me, call me. You're gonna put the phone number down there. Yeah, I can get people wholesale pricing. There you go. Fit with Paula on LinkedIn, Instagram. Yes, I can get the customers wholesale pricing. And then what I do is that, then I coach you. I help you with, taking the product. I help you with exercising, meal plans, the nutrition aspect of it, the mindset aspect of it.
So now the other portion, that service portion that you provide, is there another fee for that? Is that something different, or is it all included once you're signed?
Yeah, once you connect with me, I got your back. So I'll help you reach your goal, whatever it is. If it's the 100 pounds or 10 pounds, or if it's to get stronger with exercise.
Yeah. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. Now, we were talking about the empowerment aspect of this.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you take these people through? Okay, so they come to you and they say, "Hey, Paul, you know what? I need to drop 50 pounds this year. Okay. And I want to do, let's say I want to do weight training. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I want to get stronger. I want to empower myself that way. So then what would you do with this particular person?
Well, with that person, I'd say, what do they like to do as far as exercise wise? And what are they currently doing? Do they walk? Do they run? Are they doing any type of gym class? So I always say, start where you are, do what you can. So if it's just to start taking the dog for a walk,
Get
around
a dog. The dog twice a day. That'll help you. The other thing is that, especially if we look at the current state of fitness in this country, it's really not that good. I mean, only 20% of the people meet the minimum amount of recommended exercise and activity. And then if you look at the other statistics, over 70% of the people are overweight and 43% of our people are obese.
I would say, I think it's higher than that. It's staggering statistics.
It's bad. It's bad. So, what a challenge is for health professionals like ourselves is to get this out and get the buy-in. Especially, I'm looking at this. Obviously, the COVID situation that everybody's looking at, and now you see that most of the people that die with COVID have, several comorbidities. The one statistic that was put out stated that and this is of the vaccinated people, 75% of those people that died that were vaccinated had at least 4 comorbidities. Now, most of these comorbidities are within the control of people because, sedentary lifestyle has replaced smoking as a number one preventable cause of death in this country. So, people should be using these products. They should be taking their vitamin D. They should boost their immune system, probiotics. You have to achieve a proper weight. And I mean, I just think that, our government should also be talking about these remedies to help people avoid these situations, as opposed to just stick a needle in your arm and stick another needle in your arm and put a mask on and take a pill.
Right. Instead of taking, medicine, they should be using food for fuel and fuel for medicine, food.
Nope, 100%. 100%. So what do you think that we can do to help people, change these habits? Just doing podcasts like this, getting the word out there. What else?
People need to, they always say if you're going to have a new habit, you need to switch it. If you're going to quit something, you need to put something positive in its place. So if you want to start eating healthy, you got to throw all the junk away. Get it out of the house. Don't buy it. You have to start making those small changes. Cropping things out.
Yep. Start cropping things out and focus on the things that are going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's some excellent advice.
And most people, I can't afford whatever it is, a gym or a health and wellness program, but you can't afford to, have your health deteriorate. You can be paying more for bills and medications if you don't take care of yourself.
Well, two of the biggest, let's say, what's the word I'm looking for? Two of the biggest excuses.
Okay.
There's actually a better word. But two of the most prevalent reasons that people do not partake in an exercise program and healthy eating and so forth is they say, I don't have enough time and I don't have the money. It's really funny because, this brings to memory a time when, my gym, it was cost like $150 a month, $155 a month, whatever, to be at my facility, take my classes. And I used to see a line around the corner for a restaurant with people with their bags of wine, bags with wine in their hand. They're going to go, they're going to spend $300 for that night. Oh, you have money and time for that, to wait online, to spend the money, but you don't have the time and the money to do something that's going to help you in life. It's a whole priority. People do not have their priorities straight, and we have to really readjust our priorities and say what's important.
Definitely.
Gosh, you look at the TV and they have all these different drugs are promoting, right? With every single one of these drugs, they list the side effects. Hey, you know what I noticed though? This just hit me right now. Just hit me right now. You know, they're pushing the vaccine. I mean, every time you look at it, they got these commercials on now. You can get your 5 to 12.
I was going to give you some sound effects. I thought you were going to say COVID.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say COVID. Yeah.
But you know what? They have not listed any of these side effects. How is that permissible?
They haven't listed the side effects.
No, they don't list the side effects.
They don't do it anymore?
No,
like diarrhea,
for COVID?
vomiting.
For COVID? No. Every other drug that they push forth has all the side effects listed. There's not one listed on any of these COVID.
Gotcha.
COVID
well,
inoculation.
I did notice someone.
Did you notice that? How come?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why is that?
I have a dear friend that had a stroke, and she's like, I swear it's from.
Hey, listen. I know people who all of a sudden have blistering on their skin. I know people that cuts don't heal. I mean, I have a nasty scar on my calf. It took forever to heal. And then I was talking to the nurse at the college, and she says, "Yeah, same thing happened to me." She showed me that it took forever to heal.
What I did notice is that all the stuff that was happening with the vaccine, like the blood clots, they're now saying they instead of saying that's because of the vaccine, they're saying now that's happening because of COVID, like causes of COVID. Like they're taking stuff that would be the side effects of the vaccine. They're saying, oh no, those are side effects of COVID now.
Well, then the vaccine didn't work.
That's another episode.
But if you look at it this way, and if you're participating in a very healthy lifestyle, you're going to build an immune system that's robust and can handle the invasion of viruses, the invasion of these, bacteria, virus, whatever it is. Your body is going to be equipped to fight. The body wants to heal itself. But if you're inflamed, you're eating garbage, you're overweight, you have these stressors, you have all these comorbidities, you're not permitting your body to do what it's meant to do. Your body is meant to be healthy, but you have to fuel it properly and you have to exercise it properly. We're not meant to be sedentary human beings. We're not. We're made to move. So okay, so you're a big runner. That's your favorite thing to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I love to run. I jam to my music. It gets me going. It's a good endorphin release. It gets me, my energy going.
Well, that's the other thing too, is the release of endorphins. The people don't realize that this is a great mood elevator. And if you look at the use of SSRIs, that's a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, your Paxils and Wellbutrins and Abilify, you name them. You're better off exercising to do it naturally. Gosh, I'm getting a little dry here. You know what that means? It means it's time for you to stop talking.
Or it's the COVID.
It's the Omicron. So anyway, Paula, any parting words for the audience? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, see me, contact me. I'd love to help you get into better health and wellness, get into the mindset, really, find your passion and purpose, your why that's going to get you up and, out of bed every day, get you moving.
Excellent.
I look forward to people feeling their best. Health-wise, mentally, people are down with this COVID. People are staying home from school, from work. And yes, just love empowering people to, what are you drinking there, Phil? Water?
I drink a lot of water.
In there. Yeah, so my passion is just, really inspiring people to set that goal and to chase after it. We're talking about self-defense and empowerment. Like, I want to empower people to take control of their lives and their health. I want people to just be on fire, strong.
Absolutely. Well, those are great words, Paul. Thank you for being our guest today. And just close off, guys, don't forget about the Survival Strong book. And this book, for less than a pizza and a can of soda, which you shouldn't be eating anyway. Save your life.
Yeah.
Available on Amazon and everywhere else. But again, Paula, thank you for being here.
My pleasure. Thanks for inviting me on. Nice to meet you guys.
Definitely.
You too.
Definitely.
Thanks, Doug. Thanks, Bill.
All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's been our pleasure. Okay, guys, this is Master Phil with Master Phil in your corner, and we're signing off. Strength and honor.